What have you learned from all the successful investing you've done there? About
Well,
investing or about life
yeah.
or about running a team?
If I'm very loath to give advice because I think so much of it is situational, but my observation is that starting a business is really hard, any kind of business. And most people don't know what they're doing. And as a result, we make enormous mistakes. But I would summarize this, and this may be a little heterodoxical. I think there are only three kinds of mistakes. Because if we go back to what we said before, in the business, it's just learning. You're exploring the dark space to get to the answer faster than other people. And the mistakes that you make are three, or the three kinds of decisions, let's say. You'll hire somebody and they're really, really, really average, but they're a really good person.
Oh, yeah.
You'll hire somebody and they really weren't candid with who they are, and their real personality and their morality and their ethics only expose them over a long period of time. And then you hire somebody and they're not that good morally, but they're highly performant. What do you do with those three things? And I think successful companies have figured out how to answer those three things, because those are the things that, in my opinion, determine success and failure.
So it's basically hiring, and you just identified 3 failure cases for hiring.
But very different failure cases and very complicated ones, right? Like the highly performant person who's not that great as a human being, do you keep them around? Well, a lot of people would err towards keeping that person around. What is the right answer? I don't know. It's the context of the situation. And the second one is also very tricky. What about if they really turned out that they were just not candid with who they are and it took you a long time to figure out who you were? These are all mistakes of the senior person that's running this organization. I think if you can learn to manage those situations well, those are the real edge cases where you can make mistakes that are fatal to a company.
Yeah,
That's what I've learned over 11 and a half years. Honestly, otherwise the business of investing, I feel that it's a secret. And if you are willing to just keep chipping away, you'll peel back enough of these, layers will come off and you'll see it. The scales will come off and you'll eventually see it.
I really struggle with, maybe you can be my therapist for a little bit, with that first case which you originally mentioned, because I love people, I see the good in people. I really struggle with just a mediocre performing person who's a good human being. That's a tough one.
I'll let you off the hook.
Yeah.
I think that those are incredibly important and useful people. I think that if a company is like a body, they are like cartilage. Can you replace cartilage? Yeah. But would you if you didn't have to? No.
Okay, can I play devil's advocate?
Yeah.
So those folks, because of their goodness, make it okay to be mediocre. They create a culture where, well, what's important in life, which is something I agree in my personal life, is to be good to each other, to be friendly, to be good vibes, all that kind of stuff. When I was at Google, just like the good atmosphere, everyone's playing, just it's fun, right? But to me, like when I put on my hat of like having a mission and a goal, what I love to see is the superstars that shine in some way, like do something incredible. And I want everyone to also admire those superstars, and perhaps not just for the productivity's sake or performing or successful company's sake, but because that too is an incredible thing that humans are able to accomplish, which is shine